All right. Hey, everybody. I'm Jay. Be running Metroid Dread for y'all. It's a pretty new game. Um, Came out in October, and already it's been broken to smithereens. So, yeah.
I'm Mr. Shast, and I'm commentating this. This game is very, very cool.
All right. Am I good to go? All right. Starting in 3, 2, 1, go.
Yeah, Metroid Dread is canonically the very final game currently in the Metroid timeline. It's Metroid 5, and Metroid Fusion was one before it, and then Metroid 4. This game takes place right afterwards, and continues a lot of the plot that game has in general. Such as, in this case, Samus is... well, she's kind of escaping... she's kind of escaping from Federation before, now she's, like, not... And now she's, like... That's not really explain actually. Never mind. I'm not getting into it. But yeah, with this run in general, there's just a lot of movement tech to it. For instance, there's sliding now, which is a new thing to this game compared to other Metroid games. And there's Am as well. Am was a computer that helped us out at Metroid Fusion, and now he's back once again for this game here as well. Got a little bit of a redesign too. He's a big ol' orb. And here's the melee counter, which comes back from Samus Returns, which was the last 2 Metroid game before this one, 2017. In this game, you can now melee dash though, which essentially means you can just kind of carry momentum through a melee counter. But enough about that. We're gonna talk about this trick that Jay's about to do right here. That's called a pseudo wave. So essentially, what Jay just did there was they just about to do another one here again. That's right. You're doing this route. Yeah. If you can get it. This one's a little bit tricky. Oh, getting so close every time. Alright, you got this, you got this.
There
we go. Nice. Alright, so what that was essentially if you slide near a wall and then jump at just the right time, at just the right angle of your shot, you're able to just kind of shoot through the wall. And we call it pseudo wave because the wave beam is a beam in the Metroid games that allows you to shoot through walls. Simply enough, and in this case we're doing that without using it. So yeah, I think it just makes sense. But we just skipped like a lot of stuff. We skipped the very first enemy encounter in the game by doing that. We don't have to worry about it ever again because of it. Now we're gonna have to fight this enemy right here, which enemies are these robots like just deployed by the Federation to kind of explore and log this planet, but they're also very deadly in general. So we kind of have to just avoid them for most of the game because we can't really do much about them for now, at least not in our current state. But eventually we'll be able to.
Uploading data.
But enemies also explore just their own enemy zones. In this case, they can't really go anywhere in the planet. They can only explore certain areas of it. That's the idea, at least. Like, if you see these like eerie looking areas here, they're very Dreek, very sepia tone, I guess. those are enemy zones. Oh, also because we did a little bit of sequence break earlier, that's the first time the game actually introduces us to, well, the map in this case, but also like where the enemy zones even are. And it's just right there. And now we're on the way to the first upgrade of the game here. If I recall, we don't have Morph Ball yet, so... Oh no, that's way later. Never mind, I forgot. It's not the first thing in this run, what am I saying? That's how it's normally in Metroid games, but not in this one. This one's different.
Won't get Morph Ball until about 25 minutes in.
Yeah, it's Charge Beam, right?
Yep, it's Charge Beam.
Yeah, that's the one.
I actually like the way they did this because it gives you time to sort of familiarize yourself with the game without adding Morph Ball in there.
Honestly, agreed. Like, it also allows you to use the slide more as well, without just immediately invalidating it.
Imagine a Metroid game without sliding. Imagine making one of those.
Imagine. Looks at literally every other one. Ooh, going right underneath the enemy there. Risky, but I love it. In that instance, Jay had to just kind of raise the water level so he can get right into that little, like, slidey hole area thing. And, like, doing it that way is a little bit risky because you can get hit by the enemy, and if the enemy hits you, it'll put you in a little animation where you either can counter it, but it's like a few frame window. I think like 3 frames or something to counter it. But you have 2 opportunities to do it if you do it correctly. But you don't want to get in that situation because 1, it wastes time. 2, it's very easy to game over that happens. If you game over an enemy zone, you have to go right back to the very beginning of it. Does this place look familiar to you? We were just here like 5 minutes ago at the start of the run. Whoa. But instead now, there's a little locked door we can open up with our charge beam. And we go right in through here to advance the game. Something with a 3-front trigger is difficult? Okay, fair, fair. It can be. Some very smooth movement so far. Good job.
Thank you. I've had a lot of time in that room.
Yeah. Alright, so here's kind of our first boss of the run. This is Corpius. The Corpius has a kind of like big old scorpion. It has this big tail. It's gonna like kind of try to stab into the ground like onto us. But if you run a little forward, we can just kind of avoid him. And yeah, Corpius also goes invisible like this. That's a big thing about this boss. And now we have to kind of shoot their tail just over and over, and then bam, we slide underneath. And then a little flash comes up. We could melee counter there, but we don't want to in this case. It's actually a little faster and not do that. And just keep on missiling Corpius until it's dead, and there we go. Gives us Phantom Cloak, which allows us to go invisible for just a little bit.
Not the
Very,
best
very
Scorpius
nice
I've ever had, but still pretty good. I didn't lose time on it like I usually do.
Yeah, that was really nice, honestly. Nice little bit of solid movement tech there, but in those areas where you would otherwise have to use Phantom Cloak, usually you just walk to use Phantom Cloak and that's it. But if you slide just before turning it on, you carry the slide into you carry the slide with Phantom Cloak, so you go a little bit faster through those areas. Just a small optimization. But with a game like this, that's like really fast and also 2D as well, small optimizations really add up over time. In this case, this switch just redirects the lava flow, so now open up the doors in front of us, and we can further advance through its area. This is our area, by the way, the first area of the game. There are, I think, like 8 areas we go through in the run.
Yes,
Technically
A, B,
9.
C, D, E, F, G, H, I.
Yeah, I is just like the final area where the final boss is. So like, I guess it kind of counts, but it's only that, and that's it.
Hmm.
I love how dreary everything is here. I love the vibes internally, the MA areas. They're so cool. Yeah, now they're going over to fight the first what's the thing called again? I actually forget.
Central unit.
Central unit, thank you. I called them brother brains because like I don't know.
Yeah.
Kinda like mother brain, I guess, but not really. I don't know. But yeah, first central unit right there. Before you fight enemy in the first place, you have to destroy these things. Because it gives you the Omega Stream and then also the Omega Blaster. Now allow you to even hurt the enemy in the first place. So for each enemy fight, we have our own little setups for them in order to beat them as fast as we can. In this case, we're just gonna go straight up to the first enemy and just blast into the Omega Stream until right there. We just jump over and then go back around, destroy its face plane, and then charge it up, charge the blaster, and oh bam! That's the first enemy down. Each enemy also gives you a power. And we'll see what we get in a second. Inspired Magnet is what we get. That allowed you to cling onto walls and just kind of climb different surfaces in general. That's what that does. Very useful for advancing where we need to be. Oh yeah, Metroid runs are great. They're all really good. Like, literally all of them. It's just such a it's just such a series that it's just perfect for speedrunning, really. Not to mention it also has the IGT at the end of each game as well. Even on this game, fun fact, is it's actually inaccurate for IGT. I mean, I guess technically it's accurate, but it's not really what we want. So this game's I'll go into it real quick. I'll just go to the next area, but like this game's IGT counts cutscenes that you skip for some reason, and that's a big no-no. If like, it doesn't count the loads or anything, it just counts the cutscenes that you skip, like the time of the duration of the cutscene, adds that to your IGT. I don't know why, but if it didn't do that, I think IGT would be actually pretty good. But because it does that, it's useless for runs. In the end, someone who's on physical for this game will have disadvantage because of load times over someone who's on digital, for instance. Which otherwise wouldn't be the case if like IGT was the standard, and that can't be a standard if that's how it's gonna be, so yeah.
Yeah, physical runners lose about 5 minutes compared to digital runners.
Yeah, it's so much.
Yeah.
It's really a shame.
Well, they're building an auto split, so.
Yo, can't wait for that then. Is there also a randomizer coming out for this game at some point?
So I've heard.
Yeah. That's gonna be great too. There's a lot of items in this game. Yeah, now we're up to Karis. We're just going and moving along here. There's a lot to do in Karis before we even get to the next area and to the next upgrade in general. Now we're gonna talk to Adam. What's up, Adam?
Yeah, what I just did in that last room, I'm gonna call a trust fall. It's when you neutral the stick and just sort of let yourself fall and let momentum carry you. It keeps you from using power grip, which is nice. There's a lot of good stuff that you can do with a neutral stick in this game that will let you sort of improve your movement.
And kind of the big thing about Karis right now is that we're trying to rewrite the lava everywhere. We're gonna be doing this like 5 different times. I think 4 different times actually. Just so we can get through here. Now, the important part about actually running this game is actually knowing where to go as well. Because there's a lot of things.
Oh, I didn't do the gate. Oh.
So close.
Yeah.
There's a lot of different locations in this game. The map is pretty big in general. So knowing where to go especially is going to help you out a lot this run. That's something that like you get from experience, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
There's just so many rooms to memorize, you know?
Yep. Took me like a month solid to even learn this game.
It took me a while to even like get down a lot of these rooms in general. I just go into a room, I'm just like, oh, you have to do this real quick, and I have to react to that in like a few seconds. That's how it was for a long time. Oh yeah, something to know as well too is that the enemies actually spawn in kind of a random location sometimes. So like, it could be, for some of these enemies when you go near them, they could be in a spot that makes it very inconvenient for you. In this case, we're able to get around them no problem, but like, it could have been bad.
Alright, like this one. This one might be bad. If I can't.
Oh yeah, this one can be bad.
It's a good placement. That's a very good placement.
Let's go. Couldn't it just be literally in front of you there while you're falling down?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Oh, fun.
Oh wait, that's a different section.
I know a few of them are like that for sure.
Try this.
Oh.
Nope. Never mind.
Yet.
Yeah.
So you could pseudo wave there to like just kind of not slide underneath that area. Save a little bit of time, but it's a little weird.
Small gaps like ledges are very greedy in this game. If you touch them once, you'll just start sliding, and you know, it's very inconvenient.
Small optimization right there. Jay just shot the charge door right underneath where we gotta go next. on the way over here. Just because otherwise charge rates take like a second or two to even open up. So saves us a little bit of time doing that. See, now we're going through here.
That in particular is a one-way door. And it's not open from the other side, which is why it takes so long.
Oh, I love the optimization there. Shouts to melee dash, just such a good mechanic for this game.
Yeah, dash melee allows you to clear a lot of horizontal space very quickly.
Ooh, very good though. Love this movement so far.
Thank you.
So what a lot of this game is really at the end of the day is just a lot of really good movement because just so much so much we gotta do. And then later on in the run we're gonna fight a lot of different bosses and like various enemies that like that's where a lot and that's where a lot of just fight optimization comes from. But early on there's just so much move to optimize. It's really great.
Here's where the ME can just be right here.
Oh no. Thankfully not this time though.
Yep. I don't know why I jumped there, but alright. Let's see here. Okay.
That's one avoiding that spire or that magnet wall. Ignore fire because we're cool like that. Literally in this case.
Let's try this. Oh, so close.
Oh, very close. Now that'll get that magma wall going so we can go right up in the rounds and then make our way through here again. In particular, next enemy we're gonna go to. That one actually can screw you over with the spawn again.
Mm.
Yeah, I remember because like it's happened to me before.
It is surprisingly easy to avoid that. Way easier than if the placement was somewhere else.
I think it's right there.
Yep.
Yeah, there it is.
It's always been right there for me.
You can get this. Oh,
Nice.
yo, that was nice. Oh, that's very tight movement there because like the spire wall has to be at just a perfect spot so you can re-grab it like that to get up there. That was good. Just gotta bring this platform down just like that and then go back around up here. Oh. And nice. With that, we have just one more lava switch to hit, and then we're gonna go straight over to the next area after a little bit more movement as well.
Oh, orbs? We're talking about orbs in chat. We're talking about the orb, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Time for orbs.
Orb.
Ah, dang it.
Yeah, now we're going for the next location, which is, I think, Dairon, if I recall.
Correct.
Yep, we're over here just for a little bit. Yeah, and we're getting wave beam. Yeah, there we go. I'm recalling things. It's been like 2 months since I ran this. I'm recalling stuff.
We're getting the wide beam.
Oh, wide beam. Excuse me. Did I say wave beam? Whoops.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm recalling
I
things
wish we got the wave
sometimes.
beam here. Like right
That'd
here.
be really cool.
Break the game open.
Just right now, immediately. Why did we put this here? It destroys the rest of the game.
And I get why they put the wave beam like basically last, because it just breaks the game.
Oh yeah. Being able to shoot through objects is just way too good in any Metroid game, really.
Yep.
Something I noticed casually too is that there's like these little like bug-looking things, like bright blue. that like Jay just passed through a second ago, like those kind of just tell you where to go just casually, but I don't know if anyone notices that like at all when they first play this game. Like Jay just passed through again right there. But like if you ever lost casually in this game, just like find those bugs. Little swarm of them. Like they'll tell you where to go. I know I didn't notice the first time I played this game. Yeah, the power is off in this area, and we're just going over to turn it on literally right now. And that allows us to open a bunch of doors and just get through here, no problem. And of course, in our case, it allows us to get our coveted, not wave beam, our wide beam.
Hardest jump in the game. Also,
There we go.
Corpius is the hardest boss in the game. The bosses, I like to say the bosses are actually in reverse order of difficulty. With the final boss being the easiest.
Your Brave Beak is free. It's just so easy to lose time on Corpius, I totally get it. Okay, now that the white beam, in other games it's called Phaser Beam, in Metroid Fusion it's called White Beam, therefore it's also called White Beam here. It just gives you 3 beams to shoot, essentially. Does a little more damage, and just gives you more radius in general for hitting enemies and everything.
You can especially tell in the central unit coming up. Wide beam kills that thing way quicker than just your regular power shot.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Now we're going back to Garrus, so going back the way we came. All we needed was wide beam, and that's what we got.
Yep.
Like for now, it's runs like other than the very beginning of it, starting off a little bit standard, but like we'll get there. Trust me, we'll get there. We'll get to the crazy stuff as we go further along this run. Trust me, Chad, it'll be great. This run's already crazy because I love them. Just the movement's so cool, just to do correctly. Especially the watch too. Like it's so great.
Yeah, I remember like just generally improving my time on this game, and just being flabbergasted that you could save like 10 minutes based on movement alone.
Mm-hmm. It's one of those games where there's just so much there's so much movement tech to it that like it just like playing just slightly better like this in like little areas like this will just save you bits and pieces of time everywhere. It's really nice. Oh. All right, now time for another central unit. There we go. For the arrow shell, it's only hurt by charge beam and missiles, so yeah.
Yeah. What I did there was called an instant charge, which is basically like if you turn or somersault. I'm not gonna get this.
Yeah, be careful.
Okay, it's good now.
Bam, nice.
If you turn or somersault, you'll get your charge instantly.
This one get Morph Ball, right?
Yes.
Yeah, now we get Morph Ball. Which, just like any other Metroid game, allows you to go into a little ball and just roll around everywhere. Makes you go through, in this case, one-tile gaps.
Yep.
And we can also
some...
like immediately jump with it too, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Sweet.
it includes Spring Ball.
Very good.
There's some very neat tricks you can do with the Morph Ball in this game.
Also, you can slide into the Morph Ball as well too. That's also a nice little bonus of it of having sliding as well. I forgot to mention it at all. Like this game also has this game has both missile tanks and also missile plus tanks, which missile tanks give you 2 missiles normally, and missile plus tanks give you 10. And the same thing with E-tanks. It has just normal E-tank, but also they have E-tank parts, which are kind of like pieces of heart in a Zilla game. You collect 4 of them, you get a full E-tank. Kind of a new addition to Metroid Dread.
Mm.
Gives you more items to collect in general, I guess.
No E-tank parts are collected in any percent. In fact, we barely collect energy tanks.
Yeah.
Most people collect 3, I collect 4, just because I like the safety.
It's especially good for a marathon anyway, to be a little more safe like that.
Mm.
You never know, after all.
Yep.
Alright, back to Artaria, though. That's an E-tank part there. I used to get on complete accident runs. We gotta make our way right up here. And eventually, something's gonna happen. You'll see what in a second. We're gonna turn this lava flow and just let something happen.
It's just gonna go normal.
Just totally normal.
It's just gonna be normal.
Oh geez, oh gosh, what's happening? Oh no. We were just doing our job, what happened? So everything's going to haywire right now. But we're in control, trust me, we're getting there. Oh god. Yeah, now we're out of there, and we have the next power we need here, which is Various Suits. Which I actually didn't know for a while you can actually just skip the cutscene for Various Suits. I didn't know you can do that for like way too long.
What's very weird about the cutscenes in this game is that they won't let you skip them unless you already have at least one clear file on the profile.
Which, like, that's kind of been a standard at least for recent Nintendo games. Because I know it's also the case for, I think, the Link's Awakening remake as well.
Interesting.
Yeah. Oh, and for sure for Luigi's Mansion 3. I did runs of those like 2 years ago when it came out. But yeah. Now we went to October before, now I'm going back once again to Catarus. Because there's nothing else we can do here. And also we're currently trapped down here. There's like debris blocking the way below us now, so that's all we can do is just use the teleport, get out of here.
It's real messed up how dynamic the environments are, and they just find a way to perfectly block you in.
Just a little bit. Just a little messed up. Just conveniently make it so you can't advance. As it is, really. These things are huge and take just a lot of damage in general to destroy. Or you can just like wait to melee counter them, which takes like a few seconds. But instead of doing that, we can just kind of damage boost through them, which just works way better. Now it's time for an old friend, everybody. It's time for an old friend. Hi, Kraid. What are you doing here? What are you getting on this planet? What's going on? Yeah, first part of the fight here, we're just gonna keep shooting missiles right into his mouth, and then eventually he's gonna start chucking some stuff at us. At that point, it's best to just try and one get like missiles and like and energy and stuff, but also just charge shot to get right inside his mouth as well too. And now second part of the fight, since he's right down here, and it's gonna start shooting stuff out of his belly button of all things. And then all we do is just keep shooting until eventually he'll get hurt, or we get good luck and claws start shooting out of him as well. If that happens, that's really good. But eventually, when Bellbone gets hurt enough, it will actually just shoot 3 claws out, and you can just go up using the Spire Ball there. And now we got hope for some good luck here, so we can get a little melee counter. Or just get some good luck with the drops, just go through the rest of the fight if that doesn't happen. Either way, really.
Counters generally aren't done because the damage output is deliberately reduced by the developers.
Oh, that one I did not know. That's unfortunate. Yeah, right there was like the melee counter timing, but if Jay shot at all there, then it would go into a long animation. And like that's where the damage would be reduced in this case.
Pretty bad RNG on that trade.
Yeah, very unfortunate. It is what it is. Now we get the fusion beam, which allows us to shoot stuff through walls, or not through walls, but like it does like a lumber splash damage into the wall itself. You'll see in a second where we charge it and destroy that little thing there inside the wall. It's pretty cool. It's nice, cool new like upgrade to this game, in my opinion. I like it a lot.
Cat says they like porting you around. They sure do. About an hour into this is a quick succession of, I think, 3 teleporters.
Yeah, there's a lot of just like teleporters in general in this run, and just there's a lot of just loading screens a bit too as well. Yeah, now we're gonna go do a fun little optimization here. We're actually gonna get an IM early that is not like in the normal route. We're gonna go try and get a grapple beam early, which in order to do that, we have to do this nice little coyote jump right here, and then very nice, got the first jump, and we gotta do another one up here. We slide and then jump at just the right time in midair, and oh, nice backup. Oh, again. Very good, nice, third try. We take those. At least didn't fall in the lava, that's the worst part.
Yeah.
Good backups right there.
Hit that checkpoint button with the quickness.
Oh yeah. But yeah, this game has coyote jumping, which if you don't know what that is, essentially means you can go off a ledge and then jump like right in midair as you go off of it. It comes from Wile E. Coyote, funnily enough, just because he runs off cliffs and then pulls up a sign and just like, uh-oh, and then falls down. Or you can jump off of it, you know, either way. That's where it comes from, though. But it's a cool little mechanic in a lot of games. It's in this game, and it's also in Metroid Prime Hunters as well, for Nintendo DS as well. I think it's also in Metroid Prime normally. I forget though. For sure, it's in Hunters. I know that. Yeah, with that, we're able to get Grapple Beam a little bit early, and that will save us a little bit of time later by just having it. By, you know, just having it, really. It's gonna allow us to actually grapple up to spire walls and also just grab onto blocks and other objects like that too, just to get through there. And now we're just gonna do a little bit of backtracking in general. Because all I do for this little, like, of our trip here was just go grab a beam and then just go back. It's a little detour.
And now we're gonna go back the way we came.
Thankfully, we don't have to do the same move we did before. Or unless you want to, that works too. In fact, it's probably just way faster anyways. Yeah, very nice. I haven't seen that before. But that's definitely faster, so good stuff. Hi, Adam.
My old friend.
My giant orb friend.
Mm-hmm.
Uploading data.
I do look at Div M in general in this game, because, like, in another game he was just a computer and nothing else. Like, Well, just like any other old computer, I guess. In this game, they give him a voice as well too, because well, it's a modern game. You gotta do that, I guess. And also just made him this big old orb thing looking thing, and honestly, it looks pretty cool. Got a little bit of a glow up, if you will. Orbdom. I got the power on once again, and with that we can just go get another upgrade. Just now that we can open doors again, really. And what we're getting is over here, we're gonna get something very good for what we have already, and that's bombs. Bombs are just very powerful in this game because we'll get into it later actually. There's a certain thing you can do with bombs that's not really intended, but it's very, very useful for just what we need it for. The intended thing being blowing up blocks, but of course that's not what I'm talking about in this case. This game also has these nice little morph ball tunnels that just kind of just zoom you through a quick tunnel section like that. I think that's really cool. You can go through here a little bit faster and going through 2 more morph tunnels as well too. Even with the missile tank, that like in the wait as well, it's still a bit faster. Yeah, now for all that, we're gonna go over to a new area I haven't been to just yet. We've only been to 3 areas so far, and I mentioned earlier there are like 9 of them. So, yeah, I finally got to a new one right here. We're going to an underwater area called Berenia, which I'm personally a big fan of. I think it's kind of a cool area in general, but I also just I'm weird in like water areas in general in games, so I don't know. Oh yeah, Spider-Man Shattered Dimensions DS. That game is very cool. Cause that's like a game where you can web swing with Spider-Man in a 2D Metroidvania sense, and like you can literally cling to any wall and use that to like go fast, and it's really cool. Good game, honestly. Good game. Underrated. Yeah, if we early grapple, we actually like grapple that block and get around this block just a little, get around the room just a little bit faster in general. Otherwise, you gotta go through a little bit of a underwater section that just takes a while. Not really too interesting either. That's one of the benefits of it for sure.
Uploading data.
Oh, that was so smooth.
Oh, I almost didn't get that.
If I recall, you say you had a trick you just learned the other day. They gotta try right here as well.
Yep. I'm gonna try the flash shift backdoor.
I believe. Let's go. Oh, it's this. Yeah. Alright, so what they're trying to do is like, if you're right above the this little point here for just long enough, it'll eventually do that.
Yes.
Yeah. There we go. Nice. Yeah, that's a pressure pad right there. And if you're on it for a little bit, then it'll just close the door in front of you. But if you're above it like that, it will not close it. It'll open up eventually. That was very good. And now we get Flash Shift, one of my favorite new powers in the game, if not my favorite. I love Flash Shift. As you see there, he allows yourself to just flash forward up to 3 times in a row, in midair, on the ground, wherever you need it to be. It's so cool. It's great for just movement optimization, especially too. Just be able to flash forward just a little bits here over and over again. In this case, though, we can't do it underwater, so we got to just kind of go through here normally during this wire section. Now, at the end of this water section, Jay's gonna do something here. We're gonna call an underwater, what do we call it again? Underwater morph ball jump, I think.
Yeah, water bomb jump.
Water bomb jump. There we go. I was blanking on a name for a second. Thank you. Yeah, essentially what we do here is we have to plant a bomb on the ground, unmorph, and then our next bomb jump will take us. There we go. First try on that one. Very nice. Our next bomb jump will take us a little bit higher than intended underwater there, because normally the game does not want you to bomb jump whatsoever underwater. But all we need is just the one bomb to go a little bit higher than normal, and that's what that allows us to do. I don't know the properties behind why that works, but it's cool that it does work. We'll be using that a few more times in the run, and it'll be especially important later. But for now, it's the first one. That's the first one we're gonna see. Now, flash shift and just this little journey out of the way, we're going back to Dairon here, and you're gonna fight the very next enemy that we need to. We'll be like here in like just a few seconds. Actually, I think it's just in the next room right now. Yeah, there we go. Gotta love that power. Flash is just so cool. There we go. Third enemy coming here in a second, but first gotta get through one more central unit. Right now, I don't have anything else that can destroy central units faster, but for now, our missiles do well. Eventually, our beam will do well once we break up the shell around it. There we go. Now, strategy for this next one here is we're gonna just go out the door and immediately shoot into the little hole there. That's just gonna keep it right there. There we go. This one's very simple. It's probably one of the easier enemies to destroy quickly in general, because it'll always spawn in the same spot, thankfully. And then bam, very nice. Now we just got movement-based power a second ago with flash shifts. Movement and also just good evasion. Like, it's good for like just avoiding damage from enemies. But this next one here is also a really cool movement power too. We're getting speed booster, everybody. That's what we got now. Bam. Love it. So now we get to go ultra fast for the rest of the game, because these are our two really cool movement powers. Because we got two good movement powers now. Now, different to this game now, Speed Booster, you actually initiate using the left stick. You push it down, and then that allows you to just speed boost your way over here. And also, you can keep it while sliding too, which is awesome. And in Morph Ball as well. Can you get this? Oh, nice. Thought you were a little too low there, but it worked out. Let's go. Very nice. That was a really nice speed boost section. So yeah, speed boost is really cool in this game. There's a lot of optimizations we can do with Speed Booster in this run too. And that's one of the first right there, keeping it through like a few different rooms and just moving on like that. Also, second go, you saw that Jay also went to Morph Ball and then used Speed Boostered up. This skipped a little bit of a cutscene, quote unquote cutscene, where it just shows Samus like speed boosting through a bunch of different blocks. If we do it all Morph Ball, that cutscene is not played, so it saves a few seconds. And with that, we're going now to a new area, Ferenia. Or as I like to call it, Lordom City. There's a lot of lore that's gonna be explained here that we're gonna skip because, well, speedrun. It's all in one big cutscene, but yeah, it's very good. A lot of stuff that I actually won't get into myself, but y'all should play this game. You haven't played it already, basically. But for now, at the very end of the cutscene, the person we were talking to dies, and it's because of this robot right here. So we got to destroy them. In order to do that quickly, we're going to be actually use 2 speed boosters to do it. You have just enough room to start in this room here, and that was perfect. Nice. So you can use like really just anything to destroy those robots there, for the most part at least. Like in this case, we use speed boosters, we use shine sparks to destroy it. Later on, we're gonna use some other stuff to destroy those robots too. For now though, check out this. I love that we get this in the run still. It's awesome.
It's a matter of preference. Some people don't pick up either of the ones, the one after Speed Booster or the one in Perennia.
That was always a very satisfying one to get though, even regardless. That's one I always got just because like it's so cool to get. And like you're there anyways, like you might as well go for it.
Yeah, otherwise it's just like a wasted blue suit. Not blue suit. It was blue. It's a wasted shine spark if you don't do it, but it doesn't matter that much.
Yeah, but it's cool though. That's what really matters.
Mm.
Uploading data.
Yeah, now we're back in Tyrone once again. We're kind of just moving. We're kind of just moving along here. Going to our next area. Looking for you, chat. Though there is no ammos in this run. That's not a thing. We saved them in Metroid Fusion. Y'all should do your homework. In fact, they saved us in the end of that game. Even better. They're making way back over to Brenia once again. That's all we're doing for now, and then we're gonna do some really cool movement because now we have Speed Booster, which allows us to do some very awesome optimizations in this area. Oh, you thought you used Speed Booster the first time to kill those robots? Oh no. I mean, you could. You definitely could. It's not exactly the most obvious solution, but you can do it. They just take so much damage otherwise from like, they're kind of just like bullet sponges, if you will. Otherwise, like missiles don't do a whole lot, but like that's like your best bet. They do like I think it's like 50 to kill them or something. It's just so much. Yeah, I especially love this transport or this whole speed section that Jay's about to do right here. Sorry, I jinxed it. It's okay. It's okay.
I'll probably get this one though.
And nice. Very good right there. Those two enemies that Jay has passed by in the ceiling are very annoying to get by. But we'll talk about that later. For now, we're going to go skip a boss here, doing another pseudo wave. This time we're just going to slide into the corner here, and then do a quick turnaround and buffer the last like shot input on the very last turnarounds. That allows us to shoot right through the wall, like that. And there we go. Do 2 of them, and we can get the bosses on the other side of the wall there. See you later, Drogaga. You're not important to both the game and the run, but you're a cool looking boss at least. So yeah, casually in the game, if you went through this area over to Gavorin right now, you'd be fighting a boss called Drogaga, and that boss is like an underwater tentacle boss. If you're call playing this game at all, it's not the hardest boss in the world, but it exists. It takes like a minute to defeat. It's not too bad. But yeah, we just skip that right now using that little pseudo wave there. That can only be done with the fusion beam as well too, if I recall.
Yes, it's a lot tighter though.
Yeah.
See if I get this. I didn't.
Oh. Now we're gonna find another one of those Chozo robots right now. We're gonna start a speed booster right into the fight, and then just oh no, it's okay. I thought I'd lose it if you get hurt in this game. Thankfully not. There we go. That does like half its health right there. Now I'm just gonna keep spamming missiles until it's dead. Go for some good luck here and not get hurt too much. There we go. Very nice. I love you have just enough room there to get another Shine Spark off to destroy that one enemy. It's so satisfying.
Uploading
Iron Spark
data.
in general in this game is very satisfying.
Mm-hmm. So good. Let's make our way right through here and get another cool little item that we need. And that is super missiles. They're just missiles but more powerful. And in this game, they override your normal missiles as well. Just like in Metroid Fusion. Also allows you to open his green doors as well. I gotta mention that one too. I hate those little things. Exactly, soup missiles, very delicious. First, I prefer the chicken noodle missile variety. That's just me.
I call them cucumbers because that's what they look like.
It's a good name for him too.
And then later you get the ice cucumbers.
Oh, delicious.
Very, very tasty.
We get tasty. We got a nice little tasty area coming up here. It's very, very short, but very important to the plot of this game as well. It's called Elune. We're going through it quickly right at the start of it, but like, there's just one item I'm gonna get in here, and then I'm just gonna get out. But more important to the plots, we'll see some things change like throughout the rest of the run after this area. But that's all I'm gonna do for foreshadowing for now. Never get locked into here. I gotta find a way out. And wee.
I had no idea you couldn't go back. I just never thought about it.
Yeah, they like lock the door behind you after you start going in here. Yeah, after all this movement here, we just get Plasma Beam, which was one of my favorite beams in any Metroid game, especially in Fusion, where it has like that really cool sound when you fire it. I love it. But it's just very powerful in general. It's so cool. I slash into the room there, otherwise there's like a few enemies that will just shoot fire at you and just do a lot of damage. Yeah, with that Idor there comes another boss fights. We have our first Chosen Warrior of the run. We got a huge spear, and yeah, we gotta avoid them, and eventually they're gonna open up and be all goopy and stuff, and here we go, see? Right there. Very scary. Now the importance of these things... Now the reason why it's like this is actually because of the X-Parasites in this area, if I recall. Because like, they're able to... Oh no, never mind, I'm wrong, never mind. I'm thinking of a different game. Just saying. But yeah, they're not normal right now. Like, you're supposed to be Chosen Warriors. They're not looking so good. But they do turn X-Parasites though, like that, which are locked in this area. And now that we're gonna escape Elune, they actually are currently free and go everywhere else in the entire area of ZDR. And now everything, once you defeat them, will just turn to X-Parasites now. Which are called X-Parasites from Metroid Fusion. They are the kind of the opposites. They're kind of like the thing that destroys Metroids, essentially, is what they are. Like it's natural predator, if you will. And now they've taken over just literally everything inside ZDR here, this entire planet. So instead of defeating an enemy, you can get a little missile drop and a little like area drop. You get now a yellow X parasite and a green X parasites. And fortunately for us though, the player, not for Samus, if there's a lot of X parasites on the screen, the game actually has a chance of crashing straight up, which is very unfortunate, and it's never been patched. So we're gonna hope that doesn't happen. I shouldn't have said it because now I'm gonna get jinxed for the marathon. I apologize. Very nice movement there, by the way. I love little speed boost strings like that. It's so cool.
Well, you're gonna love this next one if I can get it.
All the way around, Metroid Destroyer X. My bad. I was getting confused, and I don't know why. That's on me. Oh, that was still really good. Nice.
Part of it.
Yeah, now we got this kind of ice Emmy right here. If it sees you, it's gonna start shooting like an ice particle at you, and then move on like that. Now we're getting another underwater bomb jump here, or wire bomb jump. I keep calling it that. Just to get right up here and get to where this ice Emmy is immediately. Just a little bit earlier than intended, if you will. And we're gonna lock this door right here for the fight afterwards with the ice Emmy. Now with speed booster, we can destroy the Irish shell of a Century Unit just immediately, and it's already dead just like that. Now we're gonna destroy this door right here, and then just go back a little bit and start a Shine Spark, and then we're gonna use that to hopefully start the quick kill on this ice enemy here. I love that. That's so cool. Yeah, there it is. We opened that door. If we didn't open that door before, it would take a little bit to get around that room. But because we did, we can destroy it immediately. Excuse me. Very nice fight there. This one is really annoying casually for me because there's usually not a whole lot of room on the ground to actually destroy it. But a strat like this, where you can just have so much time to just defeat it like that, is just very good.
Yeah, it wants you to use that upper rail to avoid it.
But that we get ice missiles, which allow us to just, well, freeze some enemies and destroy them. More powerful than regular missiles. Or rather, super missiles in this case.
I think slightly more powerful. Can't believe we're already here.
Right? This game's going by so fast. Yeah, we're actually now in a different part of Ferenia than we were at before. And here we're gonna just off the bat do a nice little trick. So what Jay's gonna do in a second here is they're gonna set up their positioning just correctly against the wall and aim at the right spot. And if they do it correctly, if the right timing, they're able to kind of break a block that will get you right underwater to where Space Jump is and get that way earlier. I seem to have lost game sound all of a sudden.
We lose sound?
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
We'll figure it out afterwards. Get the trick first. So what Jay's looking for right here is like the enemy. Yeah, there we go. Third try, nice. It's looking for that enemy moving in a certain way, and you kind of just want all the claws to go back at the right time. And if that happens, well, we just shoot through the wall there and bounce off the claws, and it destroys that block there. We're able to get right through. No problem. Now we got Space Jump way earlier than intended. And now with Space Jump, that allows us to also skip getting another upgrade in the game normally, which is called Spin Boost. because we don't need that. Speed boost gives us a double jump, but we don't need that anymore. We have infinite jumps. We got all the jumps, if you will. I have to get that weaker spaceship now. I don't know actually, but I assume nothing. Yeah.
You just have the. You have the good one.
Yeah. Honestly, though. And right through the wall that we're going through right now is just a shortcut down to, I think, Dairon, if I recall. Which is
Yep.
where we gotta go next.
I'm gonna use this elevator to figure out what happened.
Go for it. Essentially, right now, what we're doing is we're getting just a lot of upgrades out of the normal order. So in this game, if you go out of bounds, you can't. The game will just automatically kill you, and that's kind of, I think, a result of us destroying Sanford turns by going out of bounds so much in that game. I think that's what it is. The developers just did not want us to go out of bounds in this run, and just in this game in general. So we just can't do that. It will just kill us. So as a result, getting stuff out of normal order will be faster in the end. That's just what we do. Now we got a nice little teleportal right up here that we're gonna go to, and that'll take us to Artaria, if I recall. Yep, right down there. So 2022 soon. Quick, someone look up what games came out in the last day. That'd be cool. That'd be cool to continue to set up a marathon next year as well. Or let's say next year. Just turn next year. This year's 2 years old. Let's go 2022. There we go. I hear sound again.
Okay, cool. Yeesh.
Thank you for the maintenance. Appreciate it.
No worries. Sometimes the sound just goes on that.
Good down spark right there. Very nice. This point, just doing a lot of movement optimization to get through here. But right now, what we're trying to do is go over to where Screw Attack is in Artaria. We're about there. We're getting close to it. That's our goal currently, because we're normally not supposed to get people to Screw Attack until after the ice area, or quote unquote, of Artaria. Which is something that triggers at a certain point in the game. We'll have to get Gravity Suit normally, but we don't have Gravity Suit right now. Not supposed to be able to do this, but we can just kind of do it using our current powers that we have. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna bomb. We're gonna do another underwater bomb jump. I keep calling it that. Water bomb jump to get right up here, and then we're gonna use space jump to. There's gonna use space jump to kind of go underneath the lip of that right. Yeah, just underneath the lip there, the right wall, and then for some reason it just gives it a little bit of a boost every time we do that. So we're just gonna keep doing that over and over again until we get just high enough to grab that ledge, and that will allow us to get right up to where we need to be with Screw Attack. There we go. We gotta do one more underwater bomb, one more water bomb jump here to grab that ledge. There we go, and there's Screw Attack. But we got in. Now we gotta get out. That's the problem now. I think it just went out again, by the way. But we'll deal with it later. Or now, either way. Let's go. Yeah, now we're getting out. Just using we can't. Oh, actually, oh, that's how you're doing it. Okay, that works too. Speed boost also works well there too. You could do that, or you can use just another wire bomb jump to get up there. Either way works. Now we're gonna go right up here, do another pseudo wave into the grounds to destroy that block there to get through this area. Okay, get to the right spot and then shoot the right parts, and then if we do it correctly, we'll destroy a block down there, and there we go. Nice. Now allows us to just escape this area. Very good.
Here's the teleporter chain I was talking about.
Yep. Just so many in a row at this point.
I think my camera died too.
I was worrying about that. Yeah, right here we're just going... So, for me at least, this is the very last teleport I even found casually. Is the orange one right here. But that'll take us all the way up to Gavoran, right at the very top of that area. This one is like a one-way one, because it's right past a one-way door once you get through here. So we can only get to this orange teleportal from like where we just got to right there, basically. It's only one way to find it, really.
It stopped working. Yep.
Yeah, through all those morphle tunnels there, we're not gonna go down through here, get a little shine spark, and then go right across over there. Now allow us to get to 3 teleport, which take us down to Berenia. And then we're gonna do some more fun stuff right after all that. So it's gonna start off immediately, but what we're gonna be doing is we're gonna be doing get into gravity suit in kind of an unintended way. I call it early gravity, but it's not entirely early, I guess. Either way, we're getting to it just that way. And we're actually not doing it the normal way. We're doing kind of the secret way, if you will, I guess. Because the way we do this is through getting a missile plus tank. And then, like from that area, there's actually a little like breakable wall afterwards that'll get us right to where gravity suit is. So that's what we're gonna be doing. It's really cool because there's a lot of really nice shine spark moving through here. The only way we can do this as well too is just if we have ice missiles. We couldn't do this early just because of those things right there that are destroyed by ice missiles. And very nice. And bam. Follow that thing drops all the way down there, breaks to the floor. Now let's get more gravity suited right over here. Classic Metroid moment right here. Oh, this water is just so heavy, we can't get through it, it's so slow. If only there was an easier way. Hey look, gravity suit. Whoa, where'd that come from? Whoa. There it is. Now we can go through water, no problem. Yeah, come up here as well. We're gonna fight 2 robot chosen warriors. These things, now they have screw attack, they're gonna get destroyed by it. Screw attack just devastates their health and get hit by it every single time. So if you had trouble with this fight casually, you ever play this game again, screw attack is very, very good. That's all I gotta know, really.
Oh, this is going bad. Here we go.
Good call there. Now we're gonna go round back to Gavoran once again. And just go straight back over to the Frenia as well too. Actually, no, I'm wrong. Never mind. We're going to a new area. I haven't been to yet. Oh yeah, I love this run. This run's so freaking cool. This game in general is just so cool. Metroid Fusion is my favorite Metroid game. I mentioned a lot right on commentary, but like, you can probably tell that just from how much I'm saying it. But it's my favorite Metroid game, and this game is direct follow-up to it, and not disappoint me at all that much. I love it so much. Yeah, I'm immediately gonna go to another eye door, which means gonna find another boss right here, and this one's really tricky. So if we do this correctly, you're able to line up a few different speed boosters and destroy his boss super quickly. There we go, got the second one. That was very nice. Yeah, we're gonna shoot him from the back just like that. And then keep on going. Very good. Very, very nice fight there. Then speed booster will also destroy the Corex here too. By the way, Corexes are in this game. Because X-Parasites are infected all ZDR now, Corexes are a thing now too. So after you defeat a boss fight, you have to defeat Corexes now, which comes back from Metroid Fusion. Now we got cross bombs, which allows us to just go, kind of just like charge a bomb for a second and just go over a little gap. Also, I'm wrong. You don't charge a bomb. You press R and press the bomb input. X, yeah. And I'll just take you across a little gap there. It's not the most useful ability in the world, but we do need it to actually advance, because otherwise there's a one-way door we can't go through. That allows us to skip that boss. So that's kind of the way we do that. And now, see where our ship is right there? That's where it's in Hunubia. We gotta go right up there and go investigate and everything. We're in the home stretch, everybody. This is like the final-ish area, I guess. There we go. Let's go.
Marathons, am I right?
Yeah. Yeah, Hunubia is really cool. It's got a lot of cool enemies in general. We gotta avoid. And by that I mean we're actually going back to Frenia once again. We're not gonna be going through here just yet. We'll only go through here just now so we can use that to get. So we can use that grapple beam right there just to get right through here. And then do a nice little pseudo wave grapple beam sort of thing. Just get it through the wall there, no problem. Instead of going around that room, which otherwise takes a little bit too long.
Full screen share. Full screen share. Everyone start chanting.
Woo! We all we have left just a handful of upgrades we gotta get. And the next one we gotta get is in Frenia down here. Actually, the next few of them, if I recall.
I think there are 3 left.
Yeah, there's also Wave Beam after this too. That really keep speed boost to that whole underwater the whole time. That's so cool.
You can, but I didn't for some reason.
It's so cool that like even after that morph ball there, you're able to just keep speed boosting just running through the water. That's actually really cool. I know that. You do so much of that thing in this game. It's awesome. I love it. Yeah, we're about to find another boss right here. This one we're gonna start by getting a speed boost right off the bat, storing a Shine Spark, and then you're gonna hit right from the bottom in this case. Yeah, just like that. And now half its health is gone, and we're just gonna keep screw attacking it until it's dead. Then bam. There's no room here to get another Shine Sparks. We're just gonna keep screw attacking until it's gone now. Which is three of them. It just takes 3 of them in order to be dead. And very good fight. That gives us Storm Missile, which, if we charge missiles, will allow us to essentially shoot a bunch of them at whatever enemy we target. That's what it does. And the run for now, though, it's not really too useful, if I recall. I don't really kill any bosses with it anymore. But it does do a lot of damage if it's something you want to use it, like, casually, at least. That's also the other purpose of it too, is that it allows us to open up these areas that take it allows us to do that. you saw what it did there.
I can't believe I got that.
Yeah, it was nice.
Never gotten that.
Oh, very good. Very nice fight right there. I love how you use like beam to actually hurt both of those Robocho's warriors at the same time like that. That's really good. Okay, now we're making our way over to where the last enemy we haven't fought yet is. And it's the most powerful one we have yet to face as well too. Oh no.
Give
So
me a
that's
break.
That's what this last enemy does right here. It shoots beams through walls, and like it's got a gigantic range because of it. So right there, Jade's get hit by one because, well, it just happens. Sometimes it'll just do that to you.
Ready for this?
I'm ready. And dead. So that's the one such review we can actually just straight up hit with through attack. So we just do that and it's just dead.
Game makes you feel really powerful toward the end.
It really does. And honestly, that's a big theme as well too, even in the story of the game.
Alright, here goes nothing.
Good luck, good luck. So for this last enemy fight here, we're gonna be bombing this block right here as soon as it appears, and then an enemy right through the bomb block area until
Okay,
it's
that's good.
hopefully dead. Give me a little type, you got this.
I'm gonna need a little space back there.
Yeah. Good call.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. He's going for the normal strat.
Yep.
Yeah, good call. Yeah, I got a little too close for comfort there. It happens.
This is really tight timing. This thankfully is not.
Yeah, that's just what I did for a long time until I learned a new strat. That's just the way you do it, like, casually in general, is you go to that part there. But, like, it's so tight to get the fast strat for this one. It's really difficult. If that, we got wave beam. Now we can share a beam through walls. And also go through purple doors as well, too.
Verbal.
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 Also, now that I have Wave Beam and now we've destroyed the last Emmy, oh, we're gonna go up to Nubia once again and just go do what we gotta do there.
We're just gonna go
Right.
chill.
We'll just chill out. Oh, this run's been so great so far, Fiber Lover. This game lends itself so well to speedrunning. It's so fun to watch every time. So yeah, time for another cool Emmy fight right here. We're just gonna go over here, defeat the central units, and well, okay, it's dead. It's gone. So in that cutscene we skipped there, Samus kind of just absorbs the Emmy, just straight up. So at the end of this game, Samus just goes a little crazy for Metroid DNA, and it gets a little out of control in general. And she got infected. She got her DNA injected with Metroid DNA in Metroid Fusion. And it goes a little crazy, and now she's kind of absorbing things like a Metroid will really. So she's gonna do the same thing for his boss here, or this chosen warrior as well too. Just absorb it right inside her, get its power. Also, the game Mayo's there again, right at the end. There we go. Thank you. And same deal with Demi there too. Just straight up absorb it, and now she's got power bombs. That's our final upgrade we're getting in the entire game. The power bombs in this game work a little differently from other Metroid games. In other Metroid games, the power bombs you don't really charge it at all to use it, but this one you do. You have to charge it for a few seconds, and then it goes off, just like that. So in our case, we're gonna be using power bombs a little bit earlier than when we want to otherwise use it, because we need time to charge it. Because we can go through normally as well too. We actually don't get like an admin counter there either. Always forget about that one. We're about to go back up here and find another chosen warrior. This one is golden, which means more health, I guess. I don't know. But yeah. Got a shield, which is gonna come on the ground like that, and when it does, you can melee counter it and pull it off in this case. And now it's gonna keep on hanging a bunch of beams, a bunch of missiles, and just do lots of destruction at that point. But it's on the wall like that, it's been like that black sludge at you. It's kind of random how much it will do that exactly. In this case, you got only one of them, which is not the worst selecting war, but not the best. That's not exactly what you want. Very nice, though. Very nice. And once again, we just absorb that thing straight up. It's just a part of us now. And with that, we're gonna go fight the final boss of the game. In the final area of the game, which only has the final boss in it, in Arash. It's right in the sky. I love this little loading screen right here, because it looks like Sam is just watching TV. See? She's on her throne just watching your favorite show.
Mm-hmm. Entourage, for sure.
Definitely Entourage. Alright, and with this, it's time to fight the final boss of the game, who's Ravenbeak. I won't get into like spoiler territory for this, but its final boss, just the story and everything else around it is really freaking cool. It also tells us that throughout the entire game, Adam actually wasn't Adam, but actually was controlled by Ravenbeak himself as well, trying to manipulate Samus. And we don't know if it's like a thing only in this game or a thing also in the last game either. But anyways, we're finding the first phase here. In phase 1, we're actually doing a certain amount of damage here on him, and then waiting for a melee counter opportunity. And once that happens, we're able to do a lot of damage and hopefully take him out in just one go. Otherwise, we gotta do. There we go. Otherwise, we gotta go through 2 long attacks over and over again. So this is still a bit quicker than that happening there. Otherwise, we got through this attack twice, I'm pretty sure. And bam, phase 1 done. Phase 2 is the longest phase of all of them. It's just he just has so much health during this one, really. That little movement there is really cool because you barely avoid the machine gun attack if that happens, and I think that's really awesome. Big fan of that one. Look at that, that's so cool. God, it's amazing. Yeah, Ravenbeak can do so much damage to you in general here. With any attacks that it really does. Like, the bashing against the wall there, like, if it hits you at all, do, like, more than an E-Tick, I'm pretty sure. Like, even hanging Ravenbeak sometimes will do a ton. And, like, it's easy to just get hurt just randomly, too, sometimes, if you're not careful. Yep. And there we go. That's phase 2 down. Very, very nice. Phase 3, Ravenbeak's been doing all these little Shine Spark type attacks, and then also shoots just these big beams right at Samus. And it also got this big sun attack too, which we can destroy with a power bomb and get some health back and missiles back and stuff, which is always nice. Yeah, once we're out of missiles, we just spam beam a bunch, and then melee counter right there, very nice. And then hopefully dead here, maybe, not very soon. Once it gets down to just your beam, you just have to mash as fast as you can and do a ton of damage. This game does not have a fire cap at all, so like mashing is just the way to go at that point. It should be dead very soon. There we go, nice. Once it's down here, it's got melee counter twice, and then skip the cutscene and we're good. Nice fight. Worst fight, you are objectively wrong, leave. I love that fight though, it's so intense. It's so hard,
is.
and that's what's so cool about it.
It's the most intense fight in the Metroid series, for sure.
It really is. And with this though, that's actually Ravenbeak right there. He gets infected by a red X and it just goes all crazy, really. He's kind of like Kraid at this point. And now it's gonna shoot a bunch of nice, delicious Kool-Aid right in its mouth. Oh, drink it up. Not really. We have now transformed into our Metroid suits because the Metroid DNA inside of us is just taken over, and now it just kind of melded with our suits, and we are just essentially a Metroid now, is what we are. And now we just gotta escape. We just gotta leave. Time to go. And with us, we also have this huge beam that we can shoot in front of us now as well. Just really cool. I love it. It just goes through literally everything. So currently Sam is just the most powerful thing in general. At this point, like, what can stop her? Nothing really. There's not even the health bar displaying. That's how powerful she is. We're just destroying walls everywhere. We're just doing so much. Like it's incredible, really. Also, I just love the design of the Metroid suit here so freaking much. Oh my god. Yeah, run's almost done here. Once we get to the end of this escape sequence, that will be time as soon as the cutscene starts. So get ready on that, whoever's on time. Time is very soon, coming in just a few seconds here.
Almost got that escape.
And time.
Time.
GG, GG. And now, right at the end too, Samus actually is too powerful to escape. If she tries to like touch her ship, it will just straight up just get destroyed. But I mentioned earlier there's a thing earlier on Ferenia where like there's this Chozo that helps you out. This is the Chozo right here. It got infected by an X-Parasite in the end, and turns out actually it does help you. So can you get up for Quiet Robe here? Just the savior of this game. It'll, Rip, it just turns the next parasite again. Sam absorbs it and just she's back to normal. The X-Parasite stuff was able to just get rid of all the Metroid stuff overriding her, and now she's able to escape and move on.
Yeah, it turns out if you're a parasite that your modus operandi is what would my host do? And then you have a host like Quiet Robe. That's what they would do.
I guess so. It's so cool. I love this game in general. I love the ending especially. It's so cool. You also get the long credit sequence too, and we get to see your IGT immediately. $143.30, very nice.
Nice. Wow.
What was our final time like in real time, by the way? Does anyone know?
I do not. Really?
Still nice though. GG's.
Yeah, I stopped my splits when all the technical difficulties started.
For sure. Well, good run.
Thanks thanks for letting me play, and yeah, thanks to Shasta on the couch and the people who organized it for making it work.
It's always cool to see this game just show off in a marathon, really.
Yeah, it's a really cool game.
It really is. Such
This
a
is
fun
only
run.
in case you're worried about having, you know, you're like, I want to get into Metroid Dread, but it's intimidating. This is only my second speed game after Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. So I just picked this up and liked the movement so much that I just kept playing it, and now here I am. So.
Yep. It's honestly this community for this game is also just really helpful. We have our own like channel just helping people out in the Discord because there's this game isn't exactly the most straightforward thing at times, or at least like it could be really difficult with some of the tricks that it has. So if you want to check it out, go to our Sphere.com page, just go to Discord right there and link on the page.
Yeah,
Those
thank
Mario
you for
Kart
the
skills.
run. I've got my actual voice coming through the stream now, hopefully, because this is the last run. But thank you for closing us out on a really cool weekend, showing off all these awesome games from last year, and that was a great run. Thank you so much for that.
Thank you for having me.
Not a problem. So yeah, thank you everybody who watched this weekend. Keep an eye on our Discord and our Twitter. We will likely be announcing the dates for our spring marathon in the next maybe month or so. So keep your eyes peeled for that. Hopefully we'll see some more of these runs, or some of these runs, in our next charity event, and a lot of your runs as well. If you're thinking about submitting, we would love to have you. And I think this was a fun experiment that we did this weekend, and it was a huge success by pretty much every measure that we could throw at it. So thanks again everybody for being here. We're just going to go off to an intermission now, find somebody to raid, and close it on down. So have a good rest of your New Year's weekend, and we'll see you all again real soon. Bye-bye.
Bye everybody.
Bye.